I need to get those concert tickets for sure now.
Hello?
I have some updates. I'm using my phone as a mic. Second thing, decorations. I'm gonna draw on this, just wait. Third thing, I have a script today to try to keep me in line and get all my points across. That's a flex, but I can't put my arm all the way up because the wall's right there. Command strips, count your days. Exciting news. I'm going to a BTS concert. Well, actually, at this point, I went to a BTS concert. I'm not going because the next show is in Boston. Here is my first concert in review. Because it looks backwards in the way that I'm looking at it. Oh my God, I'm not using my mic correctly. So sorry. First things first, let's talk about my concert fit. My concert fit consisted of things that I already owned. A tank top and some shorts. They were not green. They were black. Black tank top, black shorts. I had black boots. These are my Doc Martens. I paid a lot of money for those, so I'm getting my use out of those. These were all black, and I needed something red to go with the album concept. So I crocheted a mesh top. I don't know how to draw that. Just imagine it. I ended up procrastinating crocheting that top for about a month, and I quite literally was crocheting it on August 1st, the day before my concert, on the way to my friend's house. Poor planning on my part, I understand, and I take accountability for it. The board keeps falling. I'm starting to lose my... Also, for my outfit, I borrowed some accessories from my friend, and I love it. I can't lie. I really do. Let's get into the concert stop. I had tickets to MetLife Day 2. Yeah, we got autumn leaves. My script is really sparse. It just has like bullet points. I should have actually wrote down sentences. Leaving for the concert, my friends and I, we thought way ahead. We created the great idea to leave at 2:30. It turns out every other army also had that idea. We entered the mall at about 4:20 p.m. We went to get food because we did not eat breakfast. Hold on. Bullet point. It just says bridge. What was I thinking? Off the top of my head, let's go. After eating, we decided to walk across the pedestrian bridge to start waiting outside of the stadium because we wanted to be ahead of the line. Also, once again, Army was thinking alike. The pedestrian bridge was very crowded. But on my way to the pedestrian bridge is where I got my first freebie. Thank you to that girl. I ate the candy. As soon as she gave it to me, I did. Speaking of freebies, I'll show them all later. Me and my friends, when we got there, we saw it was so crowded and we just decided to pictures outside of the stadium. But as we were taking pictures, the lines got way too long. It was fine, we got in and we were having the time of our life. Because as we were standing in line, people were giving us more freebies. I love freebies. I do. About 6:50, close to 7, we finally got in and we're going up the escalators. I'm quite literally holding this up with my shoulder. But as we were going up the escalator, we could see in through to the stadium and there was so many people. We sat in our seat and we waited impatiently, watching the screens continue to flip. We just kept saying, is it starting? Oh my God, it's starting. It wasn't starting. Shout out to my friend for asking the army in front of us if I can take pictures with her army bomb because I did not have one, but I needed that aesthetic picture. The concert started and I lost my mind. and I was sweating. It was hot. It was really hot. I was wearing a poncho. I was sweating. I was having the time of my life. Dancing to all the music. I wish I could go back. That was literally the best time of my life. Can you guess who my bias is? I was losing my mind. And because I overthink, I have a bias, but I do appreciate all of the members. He was just the first member that I saw. And I said, he looks cool. I kept referring to as the baddies with the glasses. And every time anyone came up on the screen in like solo shot, it had to be that way. Sorry for the army next to me and around me who had to hear me. But y'all were screaming too. It was a collective scream. We're like this. Big shock to me, the concert remixes of like their older songs. In my opinion, the Not Today remix, best remix. Mic Drop and Idol was good, but that one, fighting for, that's my dog. The camera workers were fighting for their lives, trying to not show any Grammy slander. Our secret songs were Autumn Leaves and Go Go. I'm sorry, you can hear my dog. But Autumn Leaves, when they played it, I literally sat for like a minute and then I started singing. Or screaming, I should say. They started doing their speeches. It's almost over. Then they played one of my favorite songs from the album. They played Please, and I don't know, I say every song is my favorite song. That's my song. In the end, they played Into the Sun while sitting on like the circle thing and going around, and I was like, dang, it's over. Like, it's all over. How do we go through that many songs? It is over now. You know, the fireworks were going out. An amazing time was had. And then we had to escape MetLife. My feet hurt, my legs hurt, my head hurt, and I was sweating. I was exhausted because I was dancing and screaming. I wanted to enjoy that concert, and that's what I did. And I probably shouldn't have done that in my boots, but I'll be fine. I enjoyed the concert experience more than anything. It took us 2 hours to get back, like, to our destination. But while we were driving, we were listening to the concert set list again, so we were fine. We were just sleepily jamming. I was done for. I went to bed after I showered and took off that makeup and then the next day, I woke up bright and early, mid-afternoon, and my everything hurt. All in all, I would rate this the best concert I've ever been to, and it's my first concert, but that was like a 1,000,000 out of 10 concert for me. I got to see my favorite artists, sing my favorite songs. I got to see them perform. I got to see the visuals. Going to a BTS concert is something I've talked with my friends for a long time, and it finally came true that night. Actually listen and hear out loud the songs that I like with all the other people who like them as well. I'm going to show you the freebies now. I'm going to start with bracelets that I got. I got this one from it's a body-to-body bracelet. My friend gave me this one. They're nice. That was showing the photo cards I got. I was hunting for these. These are all my stickers and keychains. This keychain with the Oreo on it. This, I'm pretty sure it's a butterfly. Or I don't know what it is. I'll look it up. I wish I could go to the concert again. That's my concert review. Next video, even more upgrades. It can only go up from here. I'm still using my heated blanket in the summer. I don't care.